Hey guys, what is up? This is your boy AJ Trip, and we are here on the Big Brother season finale. You're gonna watch it live with me as we go ahead and check out what's gonna happen with all of this stuff. So make sure you go ahead and you are getting your stuff going down. Get your popcorn ready, get whatever you got ready, and let's get started.
Three. My name is Dr. Will, and on season 2 I took home the grand prize, and so I know what it takes to win Big Brother. Tonight we're going to discuss the final 3, the game that each played, and we're going to debate why each of them deserves to win Big Brother. So who do you think is going to be joining us tonight as the next member of this jury?
I think that Cliff's going to be coming next. He survived the block 5 times. His time's got to be running out.
I don't think so. I think it might be Mickey.
Jack, any chance Holly's joining us tonight?
That's a long shot, Doc. Unfortunately, I think Cliff's road has come to an end.
I would like to say that it's going to be Mickey, but I'm not feeling anyone's energy yet, so.
Guys, it's time to find out who juror number 8 is. Oh my god.
I'm so sorry. I guess you were coming back. Great date.
Oh my god.
Cliff, why are you here?
Holly actually followed through on a promise to throw the HOH, and Nicole won. Jackson won the veto. He had promised that he would take me to the final 3, but here I am.
You thought that he was going to keep you over Holly?
Yeah, I'm the idiot.
Come on, Cliff. You know this game.
He had always talked to me about the value of a handshake, and I fell for it.
I thought you were going to win the whole thing.
Well, I did too.
And I won so
Now that we know who the final 3 are, what are the most important factors in determining the winner? And we're going to start with Nick.
I think it's all, physical competition. Right now what Jackson's done is amazing. It's 9 wins.
I don't think that comp wins matter as far as the big picture of winning Big Brother. I think that it's a lot to do with social game.
A big dog's got 9 wins. So for this season, yeah, comp wins are going to be a big deciding factor.
Personally, I don't think it's about comps. I would like to vote a person with a more loyal game, like a more honest game.
I can vouch for him that he is loyal.
Wait, sis, what's going on?
I'm so confused. Why you're saying he's loyal?
The last week I was there, I realized that the one person that I was targeting, who was him, was the only one who was loyal to me that week. Him and Holly.
He literally has never been loyal to you except for 1 week.
I mean, it's the game of Big Brother. You can't be loyal to every single person. Looking back, I know he screwed up my game from day one. But I think
So how's that being loyal to you? But screwed up your game. That's what I don't get.
Hey, maybe I sound like an idiot, but I'm just saying that I saw a lot of facets of his game.
Cliff, was Mickey loyal?
I don't think so.
Cliff, was it impressive that Mickey convinced you guys to keep a showman
I
tonight?
think it's damn impressive, man. I'm going to regret that for the rest of my days that he fooled me. I thought he was different in terms of keeping words.
Just like him concocting that lie
Oh, yeah.
about Tommy, it would have been Mickey sitting here today instead of Cliff.
So was that his best game move?
I think it was his best game move. I think this game would be completely different for myself and Tommy if he hadn't been able to convince both myself and Nicole.
Everybody did lie in the game. Everybody has to do what's best for their game. And I can't fault him.
Lies happen. I get it. I just don't necessarily want him to keep saying that he is honorable and having integrity. Just come right out and say, I played a game that got me to where I needed to go.
Right.
Yeah.
Respect.
He really was a Jekyll and Hyde at times. I saw a guy who could be very friendly, but at other times would be condescending and arrogant.
Mickey uses like fear and his strength to just think that he's better than everyone. Like Mickey, this is Mickey's world. We all just his peasants living in it.
I have heard him speak aggressively and inappropriately to Christy and Kat. I told him I don't want you to win this money, but this is a game.
Yeah.
I have a battle inside me. Do I go with my morals or do I go with the love of the game that I have? You have to separate game from personal.
So, that's what the jury thinks of Mickey's game. But what are their thoughts on how Nicole and Holly played? Find out next. Stay with us. With Shark's Duo Clean, I don't just clean, I deep clean carpets and floors. So I got this. Yep, this too. Even
Mickey, if Mickey makes it, Mickey should win without question.
The one thing I won't have to clean is this. Because the Shark self-cleaning brush roll removes the hair wrap while I clean.
Shark, the vacuum that deep cleans, now cleans itself. Now available in our new Uplight model.
Ollie! Gotcha!
Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up messes quicker and is 2 times more absorbent. Bounty, the quicker picker-upper. Feel the clarity of non-drowsy Claritin and relief from symptoms caused by over 200 indoor and outdoor allergens, like those from Buddy. Because stuffed animals are clearly no substitute for real ones. Feel the clarity and live Claritin Clear.
Have you ever thought about polishing your skin?
Dove exfoliated body polish.
Do this.
Wow, it's very creamy. It feels like you're really polishing your skin.
And so feels good.
Dove exfoliating body polish exfoliates and nourishes.
CBS Thursday. Young Sheldon returns at his new time, 8/7 Central. And things are...
Shirley, everything okay?
just as you'd expect.
Hunky dory, why?
Young Sheldon, CBS Thursday. You don't have to be young to try something new.
I'm Dr. Carol Kenny, intern.
Oh, it's you. You're that intern.
Yes, I'm the old intern, your local circus freak.
Patricia Heaton stars in Carol's second act. Premiere CBS Thursday.
Welcome back to the season finale of Big Brother. Holly was part of a powerful duo. Nicole was a non-threatening outsider. So what does the jury think of these two women who outlasted them all?
Tommy, what impressed you most about Nicole?
Her humility. You know, we talk a lot about Jackson's character, and in terms of who these people are, I would love to give my vote to Nicole.
I think Nicole's playing, honestly, the best social game of them all, and I think it's completely underrated. She would drop, like, little seeds of doubt in people where she saw, like, a tiny bit of strife. She would, like, drop a seed and then create other enemies for people so that she didn't become an enemy herself. It's brilliant.
Nicole not only played the strategy game, but in the end, she won some competitions that we as an alliance needed to win. I would have been out of this house a lot earlier if it wasn't for Nicole.
Sis, what do you think?
Well, I'm not giving her as much credit because I'm honestly confused with her gameplay because I really don't know if it is strategy or if it's just luck. Like, I need her to explain it to me so I can understand.
I think that I respect her game, but she also slow played her game. I don't think that she played the entire game based off of my knowledge. I know
We went through, gosh, that she was playing the whole time.
Yeah, she was playing the game. Like, you have to understand that laying low was what nobody else here was doing.
Something that you'd have to hold against Nicole is if it was a strategy to float through this game, I'm not the type of game player to float through a game. Floating is very...
She's part of the alliance. Y'all just didn't include her in Grateful.
Holly and Mickey are in an alliance. Which is the brawn and which is the brains?
I think Mickey's both, and I think that's the problem with Holly. Personally, I don't really think Holly should win the game. I just honestly don't think she's done anything spectacular.
I want to know, was her plan to stand behind the biggest target, or did she just fall for the guy and get lucky? So I don't really respect that. we can all agree that Mickey's very aggressive, he's very reactive. There are a lot of instances that Holly was the one that kept him from acting on those things. Mickey probably would not have gotten this far if it weren't for Holly, because she was holding him back.
She did do a good job at taming the beast, and maybe that was a plus for her.
Don't you want to vote based on gameplay? Like, what kind of gameplay is that? I don't really see her playing much game.
She won 2 HOH. How many cops did we open?
She showed up when she needed to. She won when she needed to. He couldn't play in an HOH the week after he won, so then she would win. That's amazing.
Holly went after the bigger targets.
Yep.
Mickey went after kind of the bottom feeders.
She also, I think, developed a lot of relationships with a lot of people.
It's a good point. I didn't focus on social interactions outside of my lines.
How'd that work out?
That's into that, Doc. That's pretty funny, all right? But to be able to maintain great relationships with the other house guests, even though she was clearly in the 6 and still was never put up as a threat.
83 days. She was never on the block.
That's impressive.
Agreed. Yeah. Guys, this has been a lot of fun, but there's still a game left to be played because there's still an HOH and an eviction before we determine the final 2. You're also going to have the opportunity to question the final 2. So those questions, along with our discussion here tonight, are ultimately going to determine the winner of Big Brother 21. So I suggest you make those questions count.
Up next, Nicole and Holly face off in part 2 of the final head of household competition. For Nicole, it's a must-win if she hopes to break up the showmance. Stay with us.
Do your asthma symptoms ever hold you back? About 50% of people with severe asthma have too many cells called eosinophils in their lungs.
I don't know why I'm with Sis. I don't know why you giving Nicole the credit. I would more follow in lines of luck. You know, Cliff, Jessica, and Kat are close to Nicole, so they're gonna vouch for her. But come on, we all watched it, guys. We watched her. It was luck.
Welcome back to the season finale of Big Brother. Mickey won part 1 of the final head of household competition, automatically advancing to part 3, which will play out live shortly. So, who will he face off against? It's time to find out.
Oh god, I'm really nervous. I need to go balls to the wall, Let's do it. Let's get it over with so we can announce Nicole the winner. Done. Welcome to part 2 of the final Head of Household competition. To get to part 3, you'll need to jog your memory about the summer and be the first to match the correct day number to each memory on your giant brain. Here's how it works. On the air horn, your clock starts and you may begin looking at all the memories from the summer. When you know what day a memory was made, retrieve the corresponding day number, climb up the brain, and place it above the memory. When you think you have all 12 memories labeled correctly, hit your button to lock in your answer. If you're correct, you'll hear a ding and your clock will stop. If you're incorrect, you'll hear a buzzer and your clock will continue running as you try to fix your answer. The player who places the correct day numbers for all 12 memories then hits the button in the fastest time wins. Are you ready to play Foggy Memory?
Yes.
When I see the memory of Jack signing up for his activity, I know right away that is day 6. I have been studying the days all summer. So I see the memory of Casey, and I know right away that is from the food fight power veto, which happened on day 9.
Let's go!
I remember OTED was day 53.
81. I won that.
BB Comics, day 81.
Whoa.
And then Obi's eviction was day 15, and Froggy Style was day 18.
Mrs. Caitlin Herman.
Day 65. It's a memory comp. That's my thing. I'm not an athletic gal. I'm a brainy gal. Oh, Al the Alien.
Oh, I hope this one's right.
It didn't happen on an eviction day. It didn't happen on a competition day. It's somewhere in the middle. But what day is it?
Clowns.
The last memory that I have to put a day number on is the day we got pranked with the clowns. I think it happened on day 70, so I'm going to lock in my answer. Oh my gosh, which one is the one I mixed up?
Is it that one day?
I'm not sure about Al the Alien, so I'm going to go change that one.
No. It was the nighttime, Nicole.
Oh my gosh. The only ones I'm questioning are the clown and the alien. So I need to switch these answers super quick.
Please be good enough.
I want to build on my resume as much as possible before I hopefully stand up in front of the jury and plead my case. So, part 2, I'm coming for you. Even though I'm kind of worried about memory comps, I know a lot of these days right off the bat. Escape the Coop, I know is day 52.
Mrs.
Caitlin Herman, I know that was day 25. Luxury Cop, day 87. This competition is exhausting. Hate to admit this, but I've never once done rock climbing, ever. Even though I'm from a huge climbing community. And I'm really regretting it right about now.
66 or 67? I don't know. 66.
Let's try another day during Prank Week.
Oh my god. What am I getting wrong? 68. For clowns? Okay, 69. I don't think so. Oh my god.
Alright, let's see how y'all did. Holly, you finished with a time of 10 minutes and 38 seconds. Nicole, let's see if you can beat Holly's time in 10 minutes and 38 seconds. Minutes and 38 seconds. Congratulations, Holly. You have won part 2 of the 3-part HOH competition.
Holly brings home a W.
She did. She had a job to do and she got it done.
That was so hard.
No. I should have beat her. I could have beat her. I would have loved to pull out an underdog win for every single underdog in this world.
I'm so frustrated.
If and when you're at the end, make sure you advocate for yourself. And she's like, assuming that it's his already. Like, I'm here for that too. Today's been a rough day, but I got to this point because of my social game. I just need to somehow attempt to navigate this final three because I was meant to get all the way to the end. I can sincerely argue that.
Yeah, Nicole, you're not winning. Not gonna stop.
It could be he won so many things. She rode his coattails. She was behind him.
And that's exactly what I'm afraid of.
Whereas next to me, I think it would be, wow, oh my god, look, she really pulled out all the stops toward the end and won all these comps. Obviously, I'm not in part three, so let's say you're 2 minute and you chose me, showed everybody this is Holly's game. Here I am, not Nikki and Holly. Here's Holly. And I think a lot of them would be like, dang. And that's just my opinion of it.
It's just such a big moral dilemma.
Oh my gosh, I am overwhelmed because I worry about walking away with second place if I'm next to Mickey. I know that taking Nicole would likely give me a better shot of winning, but can I do that?
Why are they showing him brush his teeth?
So, Holly or Mickey, it's time for the showmans to go head to head. The winner will have to immediately decide who they want to evict, and by doing so, who they'll face off against for $500,000. Let's head to the backyard and get things started. House guests.
Yes, ma'am.
For the last time this season, the power's up for grabs.
All right.
Holly and Mickey, you two have been together for most of the summer, but now it's time to battle one another. Nicole, your fate lies in the hands of whoever wins this competition. It's time for the showman's face-off. This competition is called The Jury is Out. And to win, you'll have to prove just how well you remember the house guests who now sit on the jury. You're about to watch a series of videos. Each video features a jury member. In each video, the juror will make 3 statements reminiscing about summer at Camp BB. Your job is to identify which statement is false. Your answer will be A, B, or C. For each correct answer, you will receive 1 point. The house guest with the most points after all 8 videos are played will become the final head of household. Holly and Mickey, do you both understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. All right, then let's begin. Here's your first video.
Dear Brett, I waited for you to come and host the veto competition, but I guess you were busy. I used the power veto once, but it was never used on me. I know that if you were there, you would have used it on me. I survived the block against Sam by a vote of 9-0. Aren't you proud of me? The last competition I played in was Time Me a River. Call me XOXO Cat.
Which statement is false? A, B, or C? Answers, please. Lock in your answers. Answers are locked. The false statement is C. The last competition Cat played was Oteb, the paranoid pigeon.
Yep.
You both got it right. You both received 1 point. Reset.
Let's go.
As we move on to video number 2.
This summer was one to remember. I made so many new friends at Camp BB. I survived an eviction by a vote of 8-2, and when I did go, at least I was not evicted unanimously. I thought I would be a comp beast, but I won exactly 1 competition this summer. Whew. Camp BB has been a blast. Yours truly, Jack.
Which statement is false? A, B, or C? Answers, please. Answers are locked. False statement is C. Jack won 2 competitions this summer. Again, you both got it right. You both get another point. Thank you for resetting. Here's video number 3.
Howdy guys, how y'all doing? You know, I've had a lot of memories this summer. Makes me think of that memory wall. If I recall, Annalisa's teeth are showing in her memory wall photo. And the person directly below me on the memory wall is wearing a necklace. And I don't know if you picked up on it, but in my memory wall photo, I am wearing glasses. Guys, I gotta go. Y'all take care. SKD 143.
Which statement is false? A, B, or C? I see answers are locked. Are we locking in those answers? All right. The false statement is A. Annalisa's teeth are not showing. Again, you both got it right. You both get a point. Thank you for resetting. Here is video number 4.
Hey guys! Oh my goodness, I have had the time of my life at Camp BB this summer. But it started off rough. I didn't win a competition until day 51. But I won the same number of HOH competitions as I won veto competitions. In fact, I won the same number of veto competitions as Sam.
No.
I gotta get back to singing and dancing. Love you all, Tommy.
He was only one. He was on the HOH one time.
Which statement is false? A, B, or C? I see you both answered. I'm going to say lock in your answers now if you want to change it. All right, answers are now locked. The false statement is B. Tommy won more veto competitions than HOH comps.
Yep.
You both got it right. Both get a point. Reset. We have a tie score of 4 points each as we move on to video number 5.
Hey guys, I'm having the best summer camp ever, and the best part, I got to wear a chicken suit. I played in one of the first 3 veto competitions of the summer. However, of all the jury members, I played in the fewest number of veto competitions. And speaking of veto comps, I did not get dinged by Dingbot. All right, it's time to make my exit. XOXO, Annalise.
Yeah.
Which statement is false? A, B, or C? Lock.
Wait, sorry.
Okay, lock in your answers. Answers are now locked. The false statement is A. Annalise did not play in any of the first 3 veto competitions. Mickey, you got it right. Holly, you did not. Mickey, you get a point. Reset. Mickey takes the lead with 5 points. Holly has 4. Here is video number.
I did not get sick, but oh my gosh.
Video number 6.
Hi, universe. It's me. Wow, what a crazy summer I've had at Camp BB. I nominated both Cliff and Kat for eviction. But then again, I was on the block on eviction night more times than any other house guest.
Yep.
And can you believe that I didn't win a single veto competition this summer? Sending my energetic peace and love to the universe, Christy.
Which statement is false? A, B, or C?
Answers,
please.
5, I guess.
Lock in your answers. Answers are now locked. The false statement is B. Cliff was on the block more times than Christy. You both got it right. You both get another point. Thank you for resetting. Here's video number 7.
Yo, this summer has been wild. All I know is I was head of household before Cliff was head of household. In fact, I was the 3rd head of household on the summer. But whatever, it is what it is. I played in less than 5 veto competitions. But honestly, this whole summer was a come up, and I would do it again in a heartbeat. Yours truly, Nick.
Jack.
Which statement is false? A, B, or C? I see you both answer. Lock in your answers. Answers are locked. The false statement is C. Nick played in more than 5 veto competitions. You both got it right. You both get another point. Reset. Mickey has 7. Holly has 6. As we play your last video.
Hola everyone! This summer was insane. I was the first house guest to have the power of veto used on them, which was cool. I was also the first house guest to win the power of veto during their HOH raid. But you know what's interesting? The house guests evicted immediately before and after me were both evicted unanimously.
That's the false one.
XOXO Jess.
Which statement is false? A, B, or C?
Oh no, yeah, A. A is the false one.
You
A is
both
the false one.
answered?
Because
Lock in your answers.
Cliff had it used on them.
Answers are considered locked. The false statement is A. Actually, Cliff was the first house guest to have the Power Veto used on them, and we have a winner. Congratulations to you, Mickey. You are the final head of household. Mickey, it's now up to you to decide who you would like to evict. And in doing so, who will be wanting to compete against for $500,000, Mickey? I'll be back for your decision shortly. So, Mickey is the final head of household. He has vowed to take his girlfriend Holly to the final two. Will he deliver? Stay with us.
Wow. An absolute dominant performance by Mickey. He has played a fantastic game. He really has. Absolutely. He's just been a man on a mission. To me, there's no doubt about it. Jackson's going to take Holly, and then apparently, from what we saw in that jury segment, a lot of people not counting Holly's gameplay. And she played a very good game. She really, really did. She just wasn't better than me. And at one point, I had said that if Holly would win, it would be like last year, where if she won, I would be okay because for what she did at the end. But now that I think about it, she's nowhere near Casey. She's nowhere near. She didn't do what Casey did last year. She did nothing near what Casey did last year. So. I want to cut off my light so bad, but I can't. Unfortunately, I can't cut off my lights because then you won't be able to see me. But all things changes, all things stay the same, I guess. I didn't get the opportunity to see the season premiere of Survivor. I was coming home from work. I swear, man, just the commute from work is just God. Like I have no time to do anything, no time to watch television or do anything. So I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Welcome back to the season finale of Big Brother. Just minutes ago, Mickey became the final head of household. Now, he must choose to evict either Holly or Nicole, automatically ensuring the remaining house guests a spot next to him in the final two. Let's head to the living room for his decision. Hello again, house guests.
I do.
Holly and Nicole, in just a few moments, Mickey will cast the final eviction vote of the summer. But before he does, you each have one last chance to plead your case. Holly, you're first.
All right. Jackson, it has been an honor to play this game alongside you. I have loved being your teammate, your ride or die, and playing with you has just been a more incredible experience than I could have ever imagined. I done goofed on Sis's question. I know she didn't plan food fight, and I was thinking that she wasn't. I read Zeke-Bot wrong.
Well,
you are
no problem, guy.
Go out there and duke it out with me. I would love to duke it out with you.
I appreciate it.
We've been playing together this whole time, but why not?
I'm glad you're here.
The tables a little bit either way.
Thank you, Holly. Nicole, you have the floor.
All right, Mickey, I told you once, I'll tell you 100 times, you're good. I respect your game so much. I know you respect game as well. Whatever you choose to do, I respect it. I'm not expecting anything, but you always say you're a man that loves when things come full circle. So play a guy. Day one of the vote room. Come on, full circle. I absolutely love you and respect you. You're my brother for life. And hopefully blood is thicker than water. Thank you.
Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, everyone. All right, Mickey, you are now guaranteed at least second place. It's a $50,000 prize that goes with it, but you have a big decision to make. By deciding right now who to evict, you're also deciding who will sit next to you when the jury casts their votes for the winner. Make no mistake, this is a $500,000 decision.
I know.
Are you ready to make it?
I think so.
Then please stand,
Right.
go to the head of the living room, and cast the last eviction vote of the summer.
I love you both. And I can honestly say that y'all are two of the best things to happen to me in this game, inside these walls and outside of it. This is tough. And if there's any way I want to spend my last week, it's with the two best women in this house. I love you both. And I'm sorry, but Nicole, I vote to evict you.
It's official, Nicole. You are the last person to be evicted from the Big Brother house.
Sorry.
The way it should be. It's the way it should be.
I told you I'm Big Brother. Guys, get over. Wait. That's my girl! Woo! All right, gang.
Oh, you make me so proud, lady.
Wait.
Yes. Nicole, I love you.
Oh my god, my mom and Jester are out there.
I saw Padre. I saw Dad. We made it.
When you lost part 2 to Holly in the final HOH, you knew chances were slim that you were going to be surviving in the house. What are your thoughts right now?
I'm not shocked. Like I said, I wasn't expecting anything. But it's in my nature to always be hopeful and always have faith. And I have faith that if it was meant to happen, it would. And obviously it didn't. So it's okay. I'm okay. It's a game. I don't get hurt. I just really, really wanted it, but it's okay.
What are you taking away from this whole experience?
Oh my gosh, I'm nervous about this. I have learned so much about myself. This hasn't been a game for me. This has been an
You just saw your family. Your mom is here. Your sister is here.
This has been such a transformative experience. I have learned so much about myself and who I am, and I've learned that I've preached so much more than I've practiced about being unique and being authentic and loving yourself and accepting yourself. And I said that coming into this house, that I'm a butterfly, but I wasn't. I was such a caterpillar. And I spread my wings and I love myself and I've learned to love myself.
You're definitely a butterfly now. Definitely. All right, it's not over. You're the last juror.
Yeah.
And you're going to be out here before you know it to cast your vote for who you think should win. So stay right there, Nicole.
Okay.
Thank you. Up next, the final two are revealed to the jury. Let the interrogation begin. Plus, you've been voting for America's favorite house guest. The winner of that $25,000 prize will be revealed at the end of the show. Stay with us.
The way it should be. Now Jackson just, at this point, all Jackson had to do is don't be an ass. I think they really just, I think just don't be an ass. You know, he'll probably, he should probably own up to a few things, but just don't be like an ass and don't be, like condescending. Because that can turn off the jury. But he's totally outplayed Holly in this one. He outplayed everyone. He is I almost want to go ahead and just say that even without winning, he's a top 10 player of all time. I'm not going to say that just yet. Because I've done a top 10 list of the top 10 Big Brother players of all time. And so I had to go back and look at that list. Because I did that list last year before in honor of Big Brother 20, my top 10 Big Brother players of all time. So and then Tyler played one hell of a game last year, and then what Mickey's done this year. So I'm not gonna say he's top 10 yet, but if he wins, I think he becomes it automatically. I think he automatically jumps in. And it's just where does he fall? Where does he fall? He's not top 5 without question. He's not top 5. You can't jump into the top 5. It probably would be one of the last 3. You either be 8, 9, or 10. Either be 8, 9, or 10. I really have to think about that. And then after Big Brother goes off, I'm gonna give my recap of the entire season. I wish I could. That belongs to CBS. That belongs to CBS. So I won't be able to show the TV, unfortunately. But I am going to have the sound up so that you can hear it and everything like that.
Kat, Annalise, Nick, Christy, Cliff, Tommy, and Jessica. Welcome back. As you can see, there's only 8 of you out here right now and 1 empty seat. That's because juror number 9 was just evicted, and I think we should bring that person out, shall we?
Yeah. Sure.
Juror number 9, come on out. Okay.
Yeah.
Just to bring everyone up to speed, Mickey won the final head of household competition. Obviously, he chose to evict Nicole and take Holly with him to the final 2. Now, just in moments, each of you will walk up to the voting box and vote for who you think should win Big Brother. But before you do that, I know you have some questions for the finalists. You've been asked as a group to come up with 3 questions each. Have you agreed on these questions?
Yes.
All right, then let's let it roll. Let me bring in Mickey and Holly. Hello there. I am here with the jury of 9, and they've got some questions for each of you before they vote. And Cliff, you are first. Take it away, Cliff.
Hey guys, Mickey, after receiving very critical goodbye message from you along with animosity towards you from other jurors, I question the effectiveness of your jury management. How important was jury management in your gameplay?
Jury management was very important. Unfortunately, on day 44, my alliance was blown up, and I was forced to be in a position where I was on my own, and I was having to compete for my life. Everything that I did were shots that were unfortunately directed at people. I upset a lot of individuals, and I'm aware of that, but everything that I did was game-related, and it was based off of the decisions that I felt like I had to make. I was honest when I didn't want to be, I was loyal when I didn't have to be, and only lied when I needed to. Everything I did was to get me and the one person that has always had my back, her, into these 2 chairs, and it was never personal, it was always game, and everything was well thought out and strategic.
Thank you, Mickey. Christy.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Chris.
Christy Lynn. Holly, what was your strategy coming into the game, and how do you feel that it evolved over time?
So I came in with plan A through Z, knowing that I wouldn't really know which plan to take until I walked through this door. The one thing that was constant is I knew the best bet for me was to fly under the radar, so I downplayed a lot of my strengths. I definitely did not show my cards in mental comps in particular. I took a note out of Nick's book, and I said less. I didn't really tend to talk about my academic or my professional achievements. I was very, very low-key. I listened rather than spoke. I gained information like a sponge, and I was able to fly under the radar. I won when I needed to, but I didn't really show my cards, and I adapted to situations as they were thrown at me. I exhausted mostly plan A through Z by the end of this thing. But flying under the radar was key, and I pulled out the tricks when I needed to. And
we have more questions.
Okay, there we go. All right,
Tommy, you're up.
All right. This question's for Mickey.
Sorry.
Mickey, some of the women on the jury feel that you were degrading and condescending to them at times. We agree that you played a great game, but we're not sure that we should reward that type of behavior. We want to give you this opportunity to prove otherwise.
I'm a very intense person, and anything in life worth doing is worth overdoing, and I give 110% effort in everything that I do. I'm very passionate, and my actions and decisions have shown that in this game. I've never at any point disrespected a woman's character or her physical appearance or in any way demoralized her as a person. I do get amplified. I do care about everything that I do, and I'm very intense, and I've never made anything personal with anyone, male or female. I respect women more than anything. I love my mom to death, and she raised me right, and there no point have I ever wanted to come across as degrading. I know myself, and I know that I get worked up, and I'm working on it, but at no point in any argument ever did I ever let things be made personal or make jokes or make slanderous remarks towards any woman, ever.
Thank you, Mickey. Annalise.
Holly, you preached to some members of the jury that you were here to play your own game. A lot of us feel you just played Mickey's game. We need specifics in how you played your game.
So Mickey and I, ironically, never had a final two, and we actually played drastically different games. We had different targets. He had a plan to kind of take out more middle ground targets. He actually took out you in an attempt to disarm me and Christy and Tommy. I went for big targets, big fish that I thought had really big potential to win this game. I went after Nick, knowing that that was not the best move for Mickey. I went after Sam. I saw similarities in both Nick and Sam that I saw in myself, and they scared me. Also, I know that people could argue that I was riding Mickey's coattails. I would argue that I was more behind him, like dragging onto his coattails with my heels dug in so that he didn't jump off a cliff. I kind of wanted to manage him at times so that he didn't, get himself into trouble, because I did need him as a teammate and as a tool in ways. And so, yeah, we worked together a lot, but I played it very, very different game than they did.
All right, Jessica, you have the second to last question, and I need to ask Mickey and Holly to be succinct. Take it away, Jess.
Mickey, why do you think you deserve to win over Holly?
My strategy coming in here was something my dad's always said: there's always a bigger fish, meaning there's always someone bigger, there's always someone better. And I've utilized that in this game. The decisions I made were to leave targets in this house. I knew that I would have a target on my back, but I did not want to eliminate the targets. My goal was to eliminate those and disarm the people around them to eventually have those targets removed when the very needed to. Everything that I've done has been strategic and well thought out. Train without wheels is a derailed disaster waiting to happen, and my competitions fueled my train, but my strategy and logic are what laid the tracks for it. That is what got me to this chair. I did a lot of things behind the scenes, and I deserve it, more than just competitions.
Thank you, Mickey. Jack.
Holly, why? Hi. Why do you think you deserve to win over Mickey?
So there are a lot of different ways to play this game. I chose the hardest route, I think. I walked in here knowing I wanted to play with integrity and honesty, which honesty in Big Brother, is that even a word? I wanted to be able to walk out that door, look my family in the eye, and have them be proud of the way I played. And so I was a straight shooter with all of you. Like I said, flew under the radar. I don't think anyone was ever really targeting me. I know that obviously Mickey and Holly as a duo, we were a target, but did anyone ever really target me? I think I've managed my relationships with everyone really well and genuinely and authentically. I was able to rely on my social game as well as my wit, and I was very, very calculated and very, very careful with all my moves, yet I played with integrity. And that is all, Julie.
I need to save some time for both of you to present your closing arguments, so stay right there. When we come back, Mickey and Holly plead their case to the jury. Stay with us.
From DreamWorks, who brought you How to Train Your...
So, both, I believe, answered the questions really good. I will say that the first question about jury management, I don't know if if Mickey answered it correctly, but it was a good answer. I'll say that. He didn't necessarily answer the question correctly, but it was a good answer. And Holly has some good questions too. Yeah, again, it's definitely two different games. But again, I think what Jackson has done just overshadows Holly. I really do. But we'll see. We'll see. You know, these juries, you just never know. We've got 5 women on the jury: Jessica, Nicole, Kat, Christy, and Annalise. And we've got 4 guys. And of course, we've got a guy and a girl. So if the girls are really upset at Mickey, all it takes is just for all the girls to vote for Holly, and she wins. And that's not how And that's not how it should be. That's not how it really should be. You know, you voting along the lines of who has a penis and who has a vagina. Now, don't get me wrong. I was not a fan of the way Jackson acted in the house at times. I was not. I did think he was very overbearing. He was very um, condescending. He was very well, like Zimbab said, he was a bit of a pompous douchebag, without question. But I don't think that goes into you know what makes a winner. It's a part of the game. You know, I've said this time and time again. I truly believe that that whatever went on in that house, you know, kind of I don't think that stuff that went on in the house, whether it was the constant bitching and moaning at Kimmy or at other people or at Kat or at anybody else makes Jackson or Jack or Nick or anybody else a bad person. I think the stuff that they do outside of the house is what makes them the bad person. So and who knows if we hear that Jackson, is screaming and yelling at Holly, on at the after party or something like that, then that's him, and he didn't have to deal with that, But game wise, to me, Jackson, this really should be a hands down victory. This really should be 6-3. It really should be 6-3. The only three people I think that probably shouldn't vote for Jackson, I think would be Cat, Cliff, and Jess. And why is Tom Green in the audience? Why is Tom Green in the audience?
Welcome back to the live season finale of
Oh, he was on Celebrity Big Brother. Never mind.
From casting their votes for the winner. But before they do, Mickey and Holly have some final words for the jury. Mickey, Holly, it's time to address the jury. Mickey, you're first.
All right. Jury, y'all are about to vote on who should win Big Brother, thus who has played the best version of Big Brother. I came here to play Big Brother, and I have done that. I've thrown rogue votes. I've been punished. I've been on the block 3 times. I've taken myself off twice. I've won 11 competitions, 13 between us, 11 of them are mine. 4 HOHs, 4 vetoes. I have been available between 52 to 99. Impossible to evict other than the double eviction. I've either won America's Field Trip to guarantee safety, an HOH, a veto, or both, and I've made it to the final 2 chairs with a social and strategic game that has carried me when my competition could not. I won a luxury comp. I served with camp director, and everything that I've done in a very powerful showmance, and I've kept us both alive. Everything that I've done has been game, and as a jury, each of you individually have said that when you were voting, if you were hypothetically a jury member, you would vote based on game and not personal emotion. I hope that you stay true to that. I love each and every one of you, and everything I did was never personal. It was about me getting myself here with the one person I care about most.
Thank you, Mickey. Holly.
All right, you guys, I have lived a life of being underestimated. In real life, it's annoying. In this fake life, I capitalized on it. I came in here knowing I needed to fly under the radar. I'm from the middle of nowhere, so I'm unintelligent, right? Nope. Far from the case. But did I show my cards and mental comps? Nope. Not until I absolutely needed it, like beating Nicole in a memory comp. I knew that the social game was strong that I could rely on it. I even was the very
I'll lower my voice.
Ever see the blog, and I only did because nobody else was up, or nobody else could go up. And I'm also petite, so I must be weak, right? No. I mean, I'm not athletic. I didn't play sports. I'm half his size and 7 years older. But I won arguably the hardest
physical comp of the season. I have been right on his heels in other tough comps. I have the country grit and the unwillingness to quit, and I've proven that I can be a powerful yet graceful female force. I can play this game with integrity, with honesty. So it's whether you want the frontline soldier or whether you want the stealthy sniper that takes big shots that matter while maintaining the peace. You guys, this is $500,000. There's a lot of good that I could do with this, but it is a big decision. I love you guys so much. I am proud that I played the game with you, and I respect anybody.
You were both told in commercial break you have 1 minute, so I need to, cut you off. All right, jurors, it's time for each of you to vote for the person you think deserves $500,000. One at a time, you'll step up to the voting box, and you will insert the key with the name of the person you think should win. Jack, get us started. And if you could put some hustle in your step,
Yes.
that would be appreciated for everyone.
Well, you two, it's safe to say after 99 days, y'all probably know each other. Here's my vote. Wish you guys the very best. Love you, Jack.
Thank
Love
you,
you guys
Jack.
both.
Cat, come on down.
Hey, Cat.
Well, if it ain't the conspiring bitches.
Thank you, Annalise.
Good luck, guys.
Thank you, sis.
Thank you, Annalise. Nick.
What's up, y'all? Both deserve to win the game.
Hey, brother.
A goat can only make one sound. I just don't know what it does.
Thank you, Dave. Jessica.
I have a spot to finish. Hey y'all, you look beautiful. A beautiful couple. I love you both.
Yes.
Hard to choose just one, but no, I love you both.
Thank you, Jessica. Christy.
You guys.
Christy Lynn.
Listen, my head and my heart are in a fight, but this is a game, and this vote was earned. I love you both so much.
Love you, Chris.
Thank you, Christy. Tommy.
Wow. Congrats, guys. I love you both so much.
Tommy, I love you. Sorry, buddy.
Thank you, Tommy. Cliff.
Respect to both of y'all guys. Y'all played a great game. I'm voting for the person I think played the best overall game.
Thank you, Cliff. And finally, Nicole.
All right, gang. Living with you guys for a week has been very, very informative, and because of that, my vote is accordingly.
Thank you, Nicole. And with that, the voting is now complete. Up next, early evictees David, Ovi, Kemi, Bella, and Sam join us live. Then it's the moment of truth. Mickey or Holly, who will be crowned the winner of Big Brother and walk out with $500,000? Stay with us.
I gotta tell you, y'all, this is. It's always kind of funny because I'm not winning any money, right? I'm not winning any money, but I am like nervous. And see, I think that why it is because I put a whole summer into this, and I want to see the right person win. So I'm getting like the nervous energy about it. So I can't wait. I kind of wish they would just go ahead and do the thing now. Why wait for? Why do we have to talk to the 5 pre-jurors?
David, Ovi, Kemi, Bella, and Sam. Welcome back, former house guests. Now the 5 of you all left the game early on and got to see everything from the comfort of your own home. And I know you have a lot to say. Before we count the votes, let's talk about the season. Now, everyone who's lived in the Big Brother house knows that you are watched 24/7. And sometimes things that happen in the house can become very controversial. Let's start with some of the controversy. Let's start with the Alliance of 8, known as Grateful. On night number 24, Ovi, you watched as Nicole was literally shut out of the HOH bedroom by Grateful. Some viewers watching saw that as an act of bullying. How would you describe that moment, Ovi?
Yeah, I'm thankful that you asked me that, Julie. In regards to that scenario, it was really hard and disheartening to go through that because we all signed up for this game and we know what we signed up for. But we made an agreement that the actions that we would take in the house would be based on game, but the relationships that we would make would be real. But the actions took in that room, in that HOH room on that day, were not about game, but they were bullying. And we need to call it out when we see it, because we cannot be bystanders when we see mistreatment of others, especially when it's somebody like Nicole, a close friend of mine. I felt the need to stand up. So I hope when the house gets watched that back, they understand that the actions they took in that room did not align with the agreement that we said we'd hold the moral characters.
Nicole, I see you nodding. Do you remember that moment and how you felt?
Very well, very well.
How did you feel?
I was very frustrated. You know, I'm a very big advocate for being an upstander, don't be a bystander, and a lot of people in that room were bystanders, and they were part of it. And I wasn't even allowed in the room to advocate for myself or defend myself or shut it down. You know, they just locked me out and continued to have their little fun fest. And I'm a very firm believer in forgiveness and moving forward, and that's what I've done in this game, and that's what I'll do in my life. I mean, I haven't seen the footage, but I plan to forgive and move forward because that's what my mom taught me.
Kemi, let me turn to you. What was it like for you watching from home what transpired in the house this summer?
Yeah, I mean, it was extremely disappointing. Jack, Jackson, Christy, and Nick, I'm not exactly sure what your obsession is with me, but I hope that when you get to watch footage back from the season, you understand why it was received the way that it was. A lot of the things that were said to and about me and several of the other house guests are completely inexcusable and unforgivable. And I hope that you can leave this experience better people than you came in as.
Let me give Deb a chance to respond. Jack, I'm going to start with you.
Kemi, the comments that I made and that I was confronted with when I first was evicted from the home came from a place of ignorance, and I'll never be able to apologize to you enough. You are a beautiful person, and you're a great person. What happened in there was in no reflection of any type of person that I want to be, and it's not fair to you. I'll never, once again, I'll reiterate it again, I'll never be able to apologize to you enough, but I hope that someday maybe you can forgive me.
Christy?
Kemi, I specifically don't know what was said, but I just want you to know that when I do go back and watch, if there is anything that I regret saying, which I'm sure in the heat of the moment and hormones, there were things that I said. I actually really respect you as a person, and you will get a personal phone call from me apologizing. Anything that I do remember saying was based on like an isolated issue that we could totally talk about, but I have nothing but respect for you, and in the heat of the game you become someone that you're not like always proud of, so I apologize to you.
Jackson, Vicky.
I'm not sure what is in reference here, but I do know that the only issues I ever had with Kemi on a personal level was when something was said about Jack and I cooking, that she sees through like the good old boy kind of thing that we were told. But on a personal level, I had no issues with Kemi. I loved you to death. I always thought it was funny how you whispered and things like that. I have no idea what is in reference again, and I know when I watch it back that it will be made clear. But if at any point offended you on a personal level, I'm very sorry. I did everything I could to sort of adapt to an environment that I felt I needed to in order to get to this point in the game. And adapting is no excuse in any way, shape, or form. But I do like you as a person, and I'm sorry if I ever offended you or upset you genuinely.
Do you accept the apologies you heard right here, Kemi?
I think it's important to understand what you're apologizing for before you apologize.
Okay, we'll stick a pin in it for now. Mickey, I do want to ask you, on day one, you were voted camp director, and you had to banish 4 house guests.
Right.
You chose David, Kemi, Jessica, and Cliff. You said you chose Kemi because she was the only person who didn't campaign to be saved. You also said you chose David, Jessica, and Cliff because they were campaigning for the same job. But some viewers thought you did it because Jessica, David, and Kemi are minorities, and that you chose Cliff because he is the oldest house guest.
Whoa.
What would you like to say to your critics?
Absolutely not. I'm not racist, and this was a decision. The only time Kimmy ever talked to me was when I was showering. She was brushing her teeth, and this is all based on first impressions. The 3 people that raised their hands exemplified strength and courage and maturity and what looks like a sense of responsibility for the house. And if they had the ability to raise their hands and stand up, I figured if I should do the same, that I could potentially have my game threatened by these individuals. It had nothing to do with race or age or gender or minority ever. Everything I did in this game did not see that. This was strictly players against players. I even advocated for everything staying game in my first HOH. Race, age, religion, gender, none of that ever had anything to do with any decision I made.
Let me give David a chance quickly to respond.
I understand the gameplay move. I did volunteer to be camp director. And even I had 2 weeks to think about it. Like, was it minority thing or was it gameplay? And I came to the conclusion that it was gameplay, just based on the evidence that I saw. But since I've been watching the show and watching behind the scenes, set behind doors, you Jack included, there seemed to be some implied biases. Always pointed it out, Kimmy's pointed it out. You guys will be able to see it and have a chance to talk about it, have a conversation in the future. But I hope you guys are able to become better people as a result of the action.
Thank you, David. I have to get to the juryman, to the showman. I have to get to Nick. Nick, you told Bella, I'm going to learn Mandarin for you. I love you. And then in the jury, we see a juryman's with Kat. What do you have to say to Bella?
Yeah, I take responsibility for my actions. Being in the house with Isabella was amazing, and I don't take anything back that I had said. I just suppose that when I got out of the house and got into the jury house, my mind just went in the direction where I felt that I had feelings for Kat, and I guess I just pursued them. It wasn't anything against Isabella. I wish that nothing got shown. I wanted to talk to her first and not let her see it. But
let me give Bella a chance.
Absolutely.
Bella, what would you like to say?
Nick?
Yes.
Final moments.
You made a commitment to me, I said, just please don't make me look stupid. And you made me look stupid. So, I was really, really hurt by that. And you know what? No one deserves to feel that way.
Thank you all. When we return, it is the moment of truth. Mickey or Holly, who will win Big Brother? Find out next. Stay with us.
Every family has someone like this. Excuse me, I just tooted. On October 11th.
Hello, my uglies!
You think your family's weird?
Hey!
No!
My mommy's on the cast.
That's a bad clue. Think again.
Totally off.
crown the winner. Mickey and Holly on the
All right,
top reveal
here we
the
go.
jury's votes. The winner will receive $500,000. The runner-up, $50,000. I will pull the keys from the box, revealing whom each juror chose to win. You will need at least 5 votes to take home $500,000. Nicole has cast her vote for Holly. Cliff has cast his vote for Mickey. Tommy's vote goes to also Mickey. Christy has cast her vote for Mickey. 3 votes Mickey, 1 vote for Holly. Jessica's vote goes to Holly. Nick has cast his vote for Mickey. 4 votes Mickey, 2 votes Holly. Annalise has cast her vote for. Congratulations, Mickey. You have won Big Brother.
As it should be.
The winner of America's favorite house guest. Stay with us.
It's in the coverage. It's the flavor that makes you go, ooh. McDonald's new spicy barbecue glazed tenders and chicken sandwich.
Yeah, there's a lot of people on Twitter saying Mickey walking out was very underwhelming. He's like not even smiling. Yeah, he can't even enjoy it. He can't even enjoy it. You know, someone makes a good point here. So before the season starts, when they when they introduce everybody on the live feeds, they always ask this silly question: would you rather win and be hated by America, or lose and be loved by America? And everybody, we'll get back to that. Let's go back to that.
Finale of Big Brother, just for the record, Kat voted for Holly to be the winner, and Jack voted for Mickey. Now, there is one more prize up for grabs.
7-2.
Our viewers have been voting for their favorite house guest. The winner gets to take home $25,000. The top 3 vote getters were Cliff, Tommy, and Nicole. But there's only one winner. The winner who got more than 1 million votes is...
Nicole.
Congratulations! Nicole, we're running out of time. How do you feel?
I feel amazing. I didn't expect this at all.
You're definitely a butterfly, lady.
Oh my God.
Vicky, you had a very serious look on your face. You wanted your confetti, you got your confetti. How are you feeling?
I did it for my family. I did it for mom. I did it for my dad. And at the end of the day, what matters more to me than half a million is that they're proud of me. And I just hope that everything's right.
Holly, you're going home $50,000. How do you feel?
Not too shabby. And my family's here from Wyoming, and so that's greater than any dollar amount.
In the final seconds, does this romance continue outside the house?
Take it one day at a time.
One day at a time, he says. What do you say?
Yeah, one day at a time. We
There you
have adventurous plans.
We've had 99 long ones, and if we can make it through that,
We'll see. A big thanks to all our house guests this summer for an incredible season. Now, if you at home want to be a house guest next summer, go to cbs.com/casting right now. Nicole says do it. From outside the Big Brother house, I'm Julie Chen Moonves. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next summer.
How do I look?
Dumb, awesome, right?
All right, so let's wrap this season up. All in all, this was a pretty good season. I would give this, on the star rating, I would give this maybe a 3 and a 3 3/4 star season. I thought we had a very dominant big alliance to start. We had some twists and turns. That alliance broke up because of some seeds dropped by Sam. We had a big blow up, and then we had just some. From that day 44, we had some just terrific gameplay from Jackson, and he won 7-2, and he is the winner of Big Brother 21. There was just some other great stuff. I think some amazing there's amazing things happen. Just the ridiculousness of Nicole and Cliff keeping Holly, keeping a showman's together. This could have been Cliff and Nicole's night. This could have been them winning it, and it wasn't, just because they decided to vote out Tommy. I'll never understand that. The unfortunateness of some of the things that they did. We talked about, well, not we. They talked about some of the stuff that went on in the house, and that went down. And again, I said this all the time. I think people, especially nowadays in this era that we live in, you make a mountain out of a molehill. And what was said in that house were molehills. I mean, there have been times in the past where people have said worser things than what was said about Kimmy or about anybody else. And the one thing I abhor the word bully when it comes to Big Brother. Because guess what? Manipulation, intimidation, that's a part of the game. It's a part of the game. And yes, and that was a part of the game. Ovi, that was a part of the game. So Ovi can go on somewhere with that bully stuff. So, but yeah, I thought there were also some fantastic moments. I thought the Christie getting Cliff to use his HOH and to get out Bella. That was fantastic. That was a wonderful move by Christie. And then on the forefront, I also thought that trying to vote out Catherine during that day 44, trying to vote out Catherine. I thought that was a pretty interesting move as well on the part of the six shooters. There were definitely some very interesting moves. I think the biggest turnaround wasn't day 44. I actually think the biggest turnaround was when the six shooters turned on Nick and Bella and they voted out Cliff instead of voting out Nicole. I think that changed the game. I think it really did. Because obviously Cliff came back. Now, like I just mentioned, it did turn out that Christie used her power as kind of a bribe, so that to vote out Bella instead of Jack and Jackson. But if they vote out Nicole, there's a good possibility that Ovi comes back or David comes back, and then what the game changes, like no other, right? So this was fantastic. I thought there was some really, really good stuff going on here on this year. So yeah, man, congratulations to Jackson. He played one hell of a game. He did. He played one hell of a game, and he deserves it. And it's unfortunate that he cannot accept. He can't accept it because he's got people feeling that he get these feelings of how people feels about him and this stupidness and everything like that, and the fake wokeness that overruns this world nowadays. So, but hopefully Jackson can take some time and he can enjoy it. I really hope he can. And I really hope Christie and Jack and Jackson. I hope they I hope they can move past this and just and now give Kimmy a second thought. Listen, you do the right thing and you apologize in public, but I don't want Jack calling Kimmy because she doesn't deserve it. She doesn't deserve, anything. She's too full of herself. She really is. I'm so glad she wasn't in the top three. It was Tommy. I'm glad Tommy was in the top three for America's favorite player. So yeah. Good season. So I will see you back here on this channel for season 22. Hopefully. I say that because God, if I if things don't change over the next few months, then it's not gonna change. But I'm not gonna try to speak on that publicly. I don't want to do that. So, but right now, as of right now, I will be back for Big Brother 22 next year, and we're gonna do the same thing that we did this year. Hopefully, where every Tuesday it'll be the Big Brother Week in Review, and I will recap the week that went down on the live feeds and on the TV show and everything like that. So, and hopefully we'll have some very interesting characters and players like we had this year. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it. I want to thank the people that came in and joined. They couldn't watch it for wherever they were at, so they were able to listen to it, through my channel. So I appreciate that. And thanks everybody else who's gonna come back later and come back and watch this and listen to this or whatever at a later time. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Because of my work situation, I don't do a lot of videos now anymore. So the next video is going to be another rapid reaction. More than likely, is going to be the rapid reaction to Hell in a Cell, which is coming up soon. That's wrestling. So if you're a wrestling fan, that's coming up very shortly. Actually, what I might do is I actually might react. I might do a video about next week. The next week we got the season premiere of Raw on Monday. We've got SmackDown now being on Fox on Friday. So maybe like Saturday morning, I might do a video where I talk about how I think the new season starts, especially if there's some things going on. So there might be a special episode of That's a Shoot. But yeah, for the most part, so I might do that next Saturday. But otherwise, the next video is going to be another rapid reaction to Hell in a Cell, unless I can, unless something else happens and I get time to do other videos. But you never know what's going to happen. So click that notification bell so that when I go live or when I put a video out, that you'll be able to get it. Hit that subscribe button. Help a brother out. And if you are a fan of video games, I have a Twitch channel, twitch.tv/A2020, and also I have a YouTube channel that is involving gaming as well. Actually the links are in the description box below. So everything. I have a podcast about sports. That's in the description box down below. So make sure you check all of that. I haven't been doing my podcast either because of work. So I don't know when the next time I'm gonna do a podcast either. But again, same thing like with the channel. I've got it everywhere. I got it on Spotify. I got it on iHeartRadio, Google Play. It's everywhere. Links are in the description box below, so make sure you go, you follow it, and check it out. You might never know when I might put up a podcast. So yeah, that's it for tonight. Jackson Mickey, winner of Big Brother 21. A very, very good season, I think. Again, like I said, on the 5-star rating, 3.25 stars. That was really, really good. Alright, y'all, that's going to be it for me tonight. This is your boy, AJ Tripp, signing off. As always, be good to each other, y'all. Be careful out there. And I am out.